Alright, hello, I'm Kenzo. This is my first YouTube video ever, and what I was sent to do really from Lower Marion High School is to work on a little project for myself. So I decided, what does it take to build my own website, start to finish, in 3 weeks? A little bit about myself is I've been coding for 4 years in high school, just regular high school coding. I've made my own app with a team of 3, and really I'm gonna be majoring in comp sci for my college career, and then I just want to learn more. I guess that's the main focus on this, is to just learn more and then show all of you guys how I did everything. So first of all, gotta start off with going to meet my mentor in Philadelphia. I travel over to Philly where my sister and mentor are. It took a bit of a while trying to get down there by train, and then you gotta walk through the streets a little. But overall, it's actually quite a pleasant walk. I'll say getting out is definitely much better than staying in the house, I guess. Especially walking in Philadelphia, you gotta look around a little bit more than walking to school, walking to Lower Marion. But this area it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I got to see a taste of my mentor's work in person. It was crazy to see how extensive real companies really go at it when it comes to making these websites. He said he wasn't really doing much since he did a lot of the work the other day, but to someone on the smaller side of the game, it looked crazy. Since they had to go somewhere, they went to the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert without me. I was put on task with doing a bit of background research. He wanted me to look at some websites that people could create themselves without the need of code, like Wix or Squarespace. And a lot of those were copy and paste websites. The ones that were different were the ones people had to pay extra money for. And I also saw some websites people create themselves through coding. I was doom scrolling on YouTube for a good amount of my time until I found some ones that caught my attention. It was Char's website. She made a great YouTube video on her website, and I even went to check it out myself. It gave me the inspiration I needed to start thinking about how I wanted my personal website to start looking. So before I really start working on the project, I gotta get some things in order. First of all, I gotta get a working website. I gotta finish the YouTube video and show the learning process, as well as answer my awesome question from the school. So to start planning out my whole process on what my website should look like, I go to Figma. I've used Figma before for my own app I created in class, but to me, it's not as good as the GOAT, Canva. When it comes to making a web page, you want to do whatever comes natural to you for the beginning process, whether it's Figma or Canva, or maybe even somehow Google Docs, but being able to do it on Canva made it seamless for me since I had a lot of prior knowledge to the whole Canva designing and using all of its elements to my power. So being able to do that made it really easy to get the foundation for my whole website. And with that, I created my own website. Well, not really a website, more like the blueprint. And after that, I took a chill pill so I could be fully rested and ready for tomorrow's coding, the real nitty-gritty. Before I understood what I was gonna code, I had to understand what I was coding with. So first of all, we start off with HTML. It's more so the foundation of the house. You got the flooring, you got the walls and all that. It builds the structure around the house, so then the inside, you can really start polishing things up. That's what CSS is. CSS is the decoration, how you want the size to look, where the fridge goes, where the couch goes. After that, you last have JavaScript, which allows anybody to really interact with your building. So that allows people to exit something or create small little animations when somebody clicks on something on the website. With all that said and done, I start building on my website. I use some of the YouTube videos from before to really start giving me the stepping stones I need. As I go through the creation of my own website, it takes some time for me to really get where I want things to be, but once everything's put in order, it becomes a walk in the park. Since I wanted my website to be a more nicer tone than most bland websites people start creating, I wanted to add extra stuff like sound effects when people click around and maybe background music. But with that, I have to go to other websites like Pixabay, which allows you to look around for free sound effects just to download. No charge, no ads, nothing extra. And also I had to go to YouTube to search for some of my music I wanted to play in the background of my website. As I continue to build my website, I go back to Victor to show him, is this good or not? Usually he says, yeah, it's good. But sometimes he'll be like, fix that up, dude. So then I go back, I fix it, bring it back to him and show him, and then he'll give me the good old thumbs up. And on my second to last day, I overlook the code, and then I look at the website in its full capacity. Pretty good for the short amount of time I've had. My friends say it's pretty nice, which does put a good feeling in my heart, but I always feel like I could do more, and that's the great thing about coding. Instead of it just being said and done, I can then come back to it, keep enhancing it, and updating it after I posted it, which is the next part, to get it on the web. I used a free project deployer called Netlify. Netlify? It allowed me to upload all of my code into this website and instantly get my website fully created and online for anybody else to see in a matter of minutes. With this being done, my website was on the air. My friends could see it and use it at any time they want. After all that was done and uploaded, I felt really accomplished. I felt like I could keep doing it even as a job. It felt like I'd actually have a lot of fun learning more about computer science in college, even if I get horrible professors. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Okay, if you saw that entire process, how I explained it, how I went about it, and you're like, dude, I have no clue how to get started, how to do any of this, I don't think coding is for me. Before you push something away, I think you should always just give it a try. You know, not everybody instantly knows any real world language, but just like you can do for coding, you start slow and then you just keep building on. Just how I did in the video, you start small, maybe with some YouTube videos, maybe with this one right here, and then you just build off of that. That being said, I hope y'all check out my other videos, hopefully coming soon. Maybe I continue this as I go into my college career and I keep making coding videos. But for now, that's really it. And this has been a wonderful experience to do from Lower Marion. And thank you to my helpful mentor, Victor Williams, who helped guide me on my journey. And also shout out to the person who drew the little animated jaws of me. Alright, see y'all.